set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your back. They try to pick themselves back up. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Penix. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Second and a couple.
The Saints 41-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll throw with Penix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
At the Saints' 24-yard line.
19, Tiger.
To the air, Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking to throw, Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll see what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ray McLeod, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Get your money up.
Bradley Higgins set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming up.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Penix. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
The charisma at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. This pass is caught by London. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Penix to the air once more.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
And inside give to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The Saints at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Rattler. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And they worked his way upfield and crossed the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
Now Rattler.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Another Saints. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Every day go cool and shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state. Don't worry, baby.
Come on, set. Black 40. Ready?
And Rattler, he'll throw again. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll give him 8 that time. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
18-yard line.
And all of us, all my people there, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we got it down.
Rattler wants to throw it.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Rattler. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air is Rattler. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go. Here's Rattler. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 43 yards. And the Saints take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll go play action here with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
getting that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but so far offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll throw with Penix.
Over the middle, that's caught by the crowd.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
8-yard pickup. First down, Atlanta.
To throw again is Penix. Got a man, it's London.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 41, this is second and a yard.
At the 41-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
To the air, Penix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lante Taylor.
Any return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing is Rattler.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 by 10.
And he takes it across and in the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Famous Jones,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A point after, good leg whooping.
And they lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
Still fighting for more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Falcons.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
Buying time to his left. There's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's Penix.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it. Thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They are going for it. Penix.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll go the other way with a football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, getting a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 9 from the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Rattler. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the moment trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does. If their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone, And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop the throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Give them a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Man open is Robinson.
Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson,
An 80-yard touchdown.
and the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Falcons
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Falcons 15.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throw left side, there's London.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running, and just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll set up a throw.
This pass is caught by London.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down, Atlanta.
Penix to the air once more. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Outside, gon' stay in this side. Show you and I vibe, take a fool. Like Tupac. I see a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Saints.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Saints, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire